What is up, YouTubers? I know it's been a minute since I recorded a video. However, I'm here today. Once again, I have some unique circumstances. Well, I wouldn't say unique circumstances because they're pretty much the same that's been in my dating world since the beginning of time, probably. Because I don't have much luck in the dating area. I want to speak on something that happens to me and something that happens quite frequently to a lot of single women that I know. And it's probably called the blame game. It's the best thing I can say. Where someone blames you for your singularity and it's based on something that they did or didn't do. And it has nothing to do with you as a person or why you're single. So, for a while, I met this guy on Facebook. And we had a lot in common because we're from the same place, South Florida. We're both here in Georgia. And we just found that we had a lot in common. So he was like, he has is basically getting things together for his life. He has custody of one of his daughters and he's trying to get a new car and he's working 2 jobs. And I was like understanding of all of that. None of that was an issue for me. None of that was a problem for me. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can work with that. It's not a big deal. We're not getting married. We're just going to meet, go on a date and see if we really connect in person versus how we connect online. Because anybody can have chemistry online, but when you're in person, the chemistry just isn't there. So I said, okay, fine. This started in the end of January, I would say. I was joking around with him. I said, oh, you're going to be my Valentine. He's like, oh, cool. I haven't had one of those in a long time. So I didn't really take it seriously. It wasn't nothing, he had to be my Valentine because I'm not that big on Valentine's Day unless I'm actually in a solid, real relationship. So I said, Valentine's Day came. And like a couple of days before it, I said to him, there's an event that's going on and it's in your area that my friend is hosting and I'm going to go support him. Did you want to meet me there? I don't remember what his excuse was, but it was an excuse. I didn't get upset. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't get mad. So I said, okay, cool. You can't go. So I go to the event. I'm fine. There's no issues. I would say later on that next week, we were making arrangements to meet. And for some reason, it fell through. Not my doing, but his. I would say the week after that, there was more arrangements being made. And nothing came through. And I chilled for a little bit. I was like, let me stop trying to make arrangements with this guy because if he really wants to go out with me, he's going to make it happen. Okay, so more time passes, more arrangements are made, nothing comes of it. So the other day he was like, I'm going to get my license together and let's have a date after I get my license together that day. I'm like, great, I'm off. I'm off that entire weekend. That's great. This is this weekend. The day comes. He's making small talk with me. I'm like, why is he making small talk with me? Look what time it is. Has he gone to the driver's license place yet? Are we still going? What's happening? Is he trying to make small talk because he's canceling yet again? Or what's happening? So we're talking. And I say, oh, did you ever get a chance to go to the driver's license place? Because I see that he's not mentioning it. But he's making small fluff talk. And I hate fluff talk with a passion. No, I never got a chance to go. But I'm going to go ahead and get that taken care of. So I said, oh, okay. I left it at that. I didn't say anything else. He continues to try to explain to me. So I said, listen, you don't really have to explain to me. This doesn't affect my life. It affects yours. But, you don't have to keep explaining. His guilty conscience made him get mad. Now, my best friend said, oh, if somebody said that to me, it don't affect my life. It doesn't affect yours. I said, see how you're saying it with your neck rolling and your tone? That's not how I said it. That's not how it meant. And I told him, and he got upset about it. And he was like, you know what? You have a good day and blah, 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 blah. I said, you can get mad about the fact that I said what I said, but you're taking it offensively, and that's not how I'm meaning it. I'm explaining to him I'm not meaning it in an offensive way. I said, now, if you would call me on the phone versus constantly texting me, you would know the tone of my voice isn't what you're perceiving it as. He got mad. Still. He proceeds to tell me, that y'all, he starts with the y'all. He lost me at y'all. Y'all always think somebody is doing y'all wrong. Y'all always compare somebody new to somebody from your past. Y'all. That's all I heard after that was y'all, and y'all. I'm singular. I'm one person and I have one personality. Okay? So there's not multiple Tamishas. There's not multiple Mishis. It's just me. So who is this y'all you're referring to? Oh, y'all is other women. I don't care how many other women you date. What that has to do with me, I don't know. I have no idea. What your experience with them has to do with me, I can't explain. However, grouping me with them was quite unfair. I didn't group him with anyone. I went by his actions. Him not being available, him flaking out all the time. Strictly him. I didn't base anything that he had been doing off of anything that happened in my past. Because what the fuck, excuse my language, does what they did have to do with what he is doing? I don't care if they did the same thing. They're a different person. So I'm not concerned with what the fuck somebody in my past did for me or didn't do for me, because they're not current and they're not the person who I'm speaking to. They're not him. They don't have anything to do with him. So I'm confused as to why that was brought up. Mind you, you never took the time to get to know about my past. You never took the time to get to know me and who I was as a person. So how the fuck do you know what I went through? How the fuck do you know what I'm basing it off of? And on top of him doing that, he blocked me when he did that. When he sent the cowardly message, he blocked me. But I went to his cell phone and I said, you know what? That was a very cowardly thing of you to do. To say what you said to me. Be out of line saying what you said to me. And block me. I said, but here's the deal. I'm basing all of my attitude or whatever you feel like I have is because of you and your inconsistency and your lack of genuine interest and your lack of effort. It had nothing to do with anyone else. You have nobody to blame for this but you. You can't blame my exes in the past. You can't blame your exes in the past. You can't blame anyone else. And since you want to refer to y'all, all of y'all can't be wrong if we're telling all of y'all are telling you that you're doing the same exact thing. So maybe you should judge within and not judge me. Because I never judged you on anything. I've always judged you based on what you did. Sorry about that, you guys. And my t-shirt. Black and bougie. I'm a little bit. So my basis and my attitude didn't have anything to do with anything from my past, anything to do with any of my exes, anything to do with anyone else but him and his inconsistent ways. Fellas, let me give you a word of advice. You have to stop telling women that they are jaded when you have no justification for that. When I've never said to you, you know what, you're just like my ex. Y'all all do the same thing. When you've never heard anything negative like that come out of my mouth, because that's not what my train of thought is, you cannot base that, what you've heard from other women, or what you feel like went on in my past, which you don't fully know about, on something that you're not doing or something you're doing. You got to own up to your shit and stop pointing the finger and playing the blame game with women and telling them they're the problem and y'all are this and y'all are that and y'all always think. You don't know what I think because If you took the time out to get to know me and see how my mind works, sit across the table from me to know how I am, then you would know that I don't think like that. You would know I don't think like that. And I've had too many occasions where people base my personality off of something I post about being single and this hard dating world and how people hurt you in the dating world and don't care how they hurt you, don't care how they affect you, and don't care about any of that. And think that it's okay to just, I'm supposed to be tough and I'm supposed to be okay and I'm supposed to be, oh, let it float off my back and let it just fly. Oh, it's cool, it's all good. And never supposed to be hurt, never supposed to feel a specific way, never supposed to have any type of feelings about it. No, I shouldn't be bitter. I'm not saying I should be bitter, but I have a right to be hurt about things. I have a right to be upset about things, but I go into everything fresh, and it's not fair to group people like that. It's not fair to base people off of past hurts that you assume they are there or that they may have divulged to you in a moment of trying to get to know you and trying to get you to know them. It's not fair to throw it in their face. Like, how dare you? Who do you think you are? It's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. And I'm just majorly disappointed at how that went down. I'm majorly disappointed that I have been shut down and shot down by people who never take the time to get to know me for who I am, or just want to be sexual with me, and then the next thing you know, somebody else is chosen over me, and you don't even know me to know if I'm even if that person is even a better choice. A lot of times I feel like it's based on appearance, not appearance, being based on vanity. A lot of that I feel like is based on vanity. A lot I feel is based on popularity. And it's like, okay, I'm not the slimmest girl in the bunch. I know that, and I never will be, and I never have been. But I'm decent. And trust me when I tell you, I step out of my house, fly every time. No matter what. So I can definitely hold a candle to my slimmer counterparts. Trust and believe that. And I just feel like a lot of it is just based on the surface and not getting below the surface. I can honestly say that on more than one occasion recently, I have been discounted based on social media. And I have been ignored, and I have been pushed to the side, and I have been used, and I have been lied to, and I have been just basically hurt. Like, I don't matter. Sometimes I think people feel like because I have such a strong personality and I'm such a strong person that I'm not human. And I'm wondering where they're getting this basis from. I'm a human like everyone else. I bleed like you bleed. I wear my heart on my sleeve. But had they taken the time to know that about me, they might realize I'm a sweeter, more sensitive person, and a lot more calm, and a lot more soft-spoken, and a lot more interesting, I would say, than they pegged me for. Had they taken the time to know that about me. You can't base things off of what somebody does on social media because it's not real all the time. It's not. You got to get below the surface. And that's the problem I seem to be having, is that nobody's trying to get below the surface. And I'm like, I have to look into myself and see if it's something I'm putting off that's making them feel like I'm not more than surface deep, or what it is. I don't exactly know what it is. If I knew what it was and I could pinpoint it and get it down for you guys, I'd probably probably would be in a relationship or married with 2.5 kids, a house, white picket fence, and a dog. No, I'm not saying I'm trying to get married to have a white picket fence, a house, and 2.5 kids. I'm just saying I would like to have a decent chance at a decent relationship for once. And I just have been having the worst luck at that. And I don't know things will get better. And I know that there's someone out there for me that's going to appreciate me, love me for who I am, and not just what they feel like they see on the surface. And they're going to actually dig into the surface of me and get to know me. And they're not going to run away the first chance that they get and point a finger at me and tell me that because of my past I'm mad or anything like that, which is inaccurate. Because if I was so mad and bitter and jaded about my past, I wouldn't even try. Because the things that I have experienced in my past have been such a source of hurt that you would not want to try again. The average person probably wouldn't want to try again. But I do. Because I'm a hopeless romantic. And I just feel like there is definitely somebody out there for me. And he's out there. And everybody's not going to be for me. But what I hate the most is being counted out before I'm even counted in. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe, rate, all of that. Share this video if you know somebody that can relate to what I'm going through, what I've been through. If you can relate to what I'm going through, what I've been through, if you've been there and you are there now and you've ever experienced this, how did you get past it? How did you get around it? If you're in a relationship, what did you do to change? And another thing that I want to address, I saw a video the other day and it was really profound. And it said, don't change who you are because you feel like you're doing something wrong. Because if you change who you are, you're not going to meet the person that it's meant to be. The person that's for you is meant to be with you the way you are right now. And not some changed person who's not you, who's not real. So stay true to yourself. And even though I'm struggling with that, I'm going to go ahead and stay true to who I am. Because I can't be anybody but me. And somebody's going to learn to love me and accept me, flaws and all. So, like I said, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with if you disagree. Give me advice. Anything is welcome and helpful. So, I appreciate you, YouTubers. I love y'all. Bye. I'm out.